The design shows a collection of dots. Shows 6 groups of dots with 2 times 4 dots in each group. Is equivalent to 6 times 2 groups of dots with 4 dots in each group by writing an equation that includes the appropriate units and different placements of parentheses on each side of the equation. So this should demonstrate how the total number of dots is the same no matter how you count them. So remember that the parentheses are going to change where the words are, and it's not going to actually change the numbers or the actual description, right? So if we look at this first one, it's talking about 6 groups of dots with 2 times 4 dots in each group, right? So I think based on that, we're going to do 6 times 2 times 4. And I just need to decide like what my units are going to be and where my parentheses are going to go. So you could call these 6 groups if you stick with kind of what they're talking about. We could say circles if you like that better. It doesn't really matter. Just whatever you pick, be consistent. And then 2 times 4 dots per group, right? Or in this case, since I used circles, I'm going to say per circle. Okay. So that would make sense to put the parentheses around the 2 times 4 because that would tell me how many dots there are in each circle, right? Then I would multiply it by the 6 circles. So doing it this first way they're describing would look like this. The 2 times 4, again, you decide what you want to call these. I'm just going to call them dots and rectangles. So this would be 2 rectangles times, remember the second number needs that per part, so this would be 4 dots per rectangle. And so then this would be one side of my equation, right? So this would equal the total dots. However, since they're saying to write an equation, I'm going to actually just say this is equal to and then write the second part, and I'm not going to fit this all in one line, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to the next line. So I'm going to need the same numbers in the same order, right? However, I know I'm using the associative property, so I know I'm going to end up putting parentheses around the 6 times 2, right? So if I did 6 times 2, right, that would be like the fact that there are 6 circles and there's 2 rectangles in each circle, right? So 6 circles, I'm going to move this a little bit just so I can squeeze this in, times 2 rectangles per circle. And again, that's what they're describing here. They're saying to do 6 times 2 groups of dots, then deal with the fact that it's 4 dots in each group, right? I'm using circles instead of the word groups. So if I did this, 6 circles times 2 rectangles per circle, that would tell me the total number of these rectangles, right? And then I could just multiply that by 4 dots per rectangle. And that would be equal to the total number of dots or equal to the same way that I did this before. So whether you put your equal sign at the end or at the beginning, this is one equation. I just had to move it onto 2 lines to fit it all in.